I told Spirit I wanted to grow, and she planted me in dark waters. She told me, when you get there, I'll be waiting. But when I get where, Spirit? When you get to where I need you to be. But I'm alone, and I'm afraid, and I'm lost in these dark waters. How do I know where I need to go? How do I know who I need to be? She said, when you get tired, look up and you'll see me. When you find me, that's where I needed you to be. You see, I told Spirit I wanted love, and she gave me the type of love that forced me to love myself enough to leave. Passion turned to pain. I was smacked out of a chair, and a gun held to my face with the most intense, hateful stares. Alcoholic fights with other women just to fight to hear I love you. You see, I was fighting to hold on to a love that didn't want to hold on to me, and that became my emotional reality. Codependence became my love, and this love that I thought I needed, that made my heart beat twice with the pressure of a shaken up 3-liter, flooded me with love bombs. So I thought, how could this not be a love that I needed? But my needs fell on deaf ears, and embarrassment became my name, and humiliation and disrespect became a game. No, see, it wasn't supposed to happen like this. I cried my last tear. Spirit, why did you bring me here to bear this fear? My dear sweet baby, she said, this lesson you had to bear witness to see, that the love that you seek is within the reflection that you see. You see, Spirit needed me to choose me. That was the lesson I needed to see. So I took my lessons, and I cried my tears, and I faced what I thought was my biggest fears. And I chose me. You see? I told Spirit I wanted to heal, so she sent me back to the past to handle the ordeal. I stood face to face with my inner child, and I let the kid act bad, but this was no bad act. This was an ordeal of a parental lack, so I let her scream. Something inside of this beautiful girl beamed, and I could feel and tell that she just wanted to be seen and to be heard. So I listened to the rattle in her cracked voice, but what I understood most was her silence. You see, this child had the gift of sight, not violence. This special child with the increased sensitivity. She was born a starseed and beaten for exposing demons that others tried to hide with secrecy. Still waiting in the window seat for daddy to come get me. Mommy, how could he forget me? You see? She felt abandoned, but don't worry about it, kid. You see, mommy's got you, and even though that you don't feel special now, you'll come to understand that there's nobody else like you. Bullied for her body and differences during puberty. This shy girl, this beauty, how could she not feel pretty? You see, she felt ugly because she felt like she didn't belong, so she stayed silent, but her silence wasn't going to stay silent for long. She was going to be heard. So I gave her the mic, and I gave her permission to roar, and she spoke some things that revealed her parents' flaws, but she was free. Free from the shackles of not feeling seen. Free to just be. But damn, this healing hurt. Spirit, the past hurts to heal. Why did you bring these scars back up for me to bear? Why did you bring me back here? My dear sweet baby, she said, to heal, you have to deal. You see, this is where I needed you to be. You see, Spirit needed me to set the abandoned child in me free. Set the abandoned child in me free so that I could see that the love that I was searching for was already inside of me. Spirit told me, my dear sweet baby, I've protected you since you went in the waters of the womb. I had to separate you from the people and things that I knew would bring you gloom. You see, you are the sun child, arise light, and everything about this path I have created for you is bright. My baby, please stay in the light. But to stay in the light, I had to embrace the shadows. You see, I asked Spirit to send me friends, and she slid me a mirror and asked me if I am what I intend to seek. And this mirror came with uncomfortable accountability that made me do the work on me. And I started losing people that I thought were friends and relationships that I thought would never end. But the betrayal felt worse. The betrayal to myself for people pleasing for woes that had me in Alicia sorrows and hidden remarks described as jokes. Don't throw your hands and hide your stones. Nah, because who the fuck does she think I am? Okay, see, Spirit, now I'm woke. Woke to the possibility that these friends aren't for me. And even though it hurt to leave, I knew that I needed my empathy for me. You see, people took advantage of my kindness because it was always, she's the nicest. So I started drawing my boundaries, and this made people upset. But my, how they soon forget that it was me that helped them get over the regret. I drew my boundaries, and you repeatedly crossed them. So this friendship you thought you had total control over, you lost it, all because you wanted to be a boss bitch. And not see it, that your mirror too was dirty. And because I was a light that shone bright, you were just too willing to toss it. So tell me, was this friendship really worth it? You see, accountability will always feel like an attack to somebody who is not willing to see what they lack. Spirit, I gotta get out of this place feeling like I'm in this rat's race. My dear sweet baby, she said, this I needed you to see, that the validation you thought you needed from them is really found in thee. It's okay to go the road alone. You'll soon see that soul tribe comes in when you just allow yourself to be what I created, a child of light. You'll continue to go down this road of love and loss, but eventually you'll see that those like you will be divinely sent from me. Baby girl, please hold on to the keys. But Spirit, I'm frustrated and why did you got me in this mud? And I'm looking up and feeling stuck and without luck. My dear sweet baby, she said, sometimes that's all you need. Sometimes you're a lotus. Sometimes you're a sunflower. But I needed you to bloom, so I had to take you through the growing pain showers. How could you be reborn if you didn't grow through these things? You see, this is what you needed to be. This is exactly where I needed you to be, for you to understand that the reflection in you is that of me. And my dear sweet key, you are already who you need to be. You see, I've never left you. You've always been exactly where you needed to be. All you had to do was come sit and commune with thee. You see, I am a door, and I will come in if you are willing to explore the parts of you that you keep hidden away from the light shores, because these parts of you need to be seen. These parts of you are like heaven to me. So bring them to the light so we can continue. For one day you'll see that what's in the shadows will continually to merge beautifully with the light that sets your soul free.